This is how I stay organized living in my car. But first, let's bake some cookies.
Bada bing, bada bing, bada boom.
Let's see if that works. And in the meantime, let's go check out the trunk.
Everything I need on a daily basis is in my trunk. I've got my yoga pants and my t-shirts. I got my undies and my nice clothes. And the same pair of shoes matches every outfit. But everything else is in my storage. And this is my storage. I've got my clothes color coordinated. I got my shoes.
Everything is organized because it's easier for me to just come in, grab what I want, and then leave. Who moved my cheese? I used to be a showgirl, most important of them all. I'll tell you guys about it next time. So this is my toiletries bag. I keep everything separated by Ziploc bags. Cute stuff, hair stuff.
All my camping gear.
And I have a ton of toilet paper. Does anybody need any toilet paper? I mean, it's a lot. Cookies! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, look. And it only took 12 hours.
I live in my car. I've lived in my car for 9.5 months now, and winter is coming, so how do I keep myself warm during the winter? First thing is that I have a negative 20-degree sleeping bag, which keeps me warm even on some of the coldest nights. Also, when I originally bought my car, I bought it knowing that I would be moving into it. So when I was looking, I was either looking for a Prius or a Tesla. The reason I was looking at a Tesla is because it has camping mode, which I don't know too much about, but I've seen a lot of other car life creators who live in Teslas, and so that was really intriguing to me, but I decided in the end that it just wasn't an affordable option for me. I ended up settling on a Prius, and the Prius is great because it's a hybrid, and this makes it so I can run my heat a little bit longer without having to spend an enormous amount of money. That being said, I do not run my heat all night. I think there's probably been 2 nights total that I have accidentally ran my heat all night just because I fell asleep with it running. I just run my heat for like 20 minutes before I go to bed to warm up my car so that I'm able to fall asleep. And then my sleeping bag does a pretty good job of keeping me warm through the night. Although when I wake up, it is really cold, and then I have to push through that to turn on my car, because with my car, in order to turn it on, I have to be pressing the brake button. But then it warms up pretty quickly and I am good to go.
Hey guys, I'm Jack and I live out of my car, and I get a lot of comments wondering as to why I'm living out of my car and what my story of what brought me here. Honestly, I've shared this story before. This is the shortened version of the story of why I'm homeless and why I'm continuing to be living out of my car. It was just a bunch of unfortunate events that happened back to back. I was living at home with my mom at the time. However, those apartments were very old and not taken care of, so they collapsed and then they kicked us out. The landlord that bought them provided us with a hotel room for all of us to live in. As you can imagine, 8 people in one room did not work out well. A month after that, I was in an accident and my car got totaled, and then I had no means of transportation for my son and I. And there was absolutely no way that I could get him to school and back and to my job. Dad and I made the decision that he was going to go live with him. His father lives 2 hours away. I couldn't see my son because I didn't have a car. There was no way that I could travel to see him, and my mental state was deteriorating little by little. I acquired quite a bit of debt because I would use my credit card for everything that my son wanted, everything that I may needed. After I had lost my job, and that was a whole nother issue because I lost my main source of income and there was just like nothing that I can really do. For whatever reason, I couldn't find a job. Besides the family problems that were going on as well, I just didn't have any money. I knew that there was no way that I can continue paying rent, and I made the decision to live out of my car. Honestly, wanted to get any job that I could. And I started applying everywhere, and I got a job in a whole different city. Honestly, that job kickstarted everything that I needed it to kickstart. Now, I'm choosing to live out of my car, not only finish paying off my debt, but to also save money to be able to get an apartment for my son and I. Car life is cool, and I do recommend anyone to do it if you do want to save money. But me being a mother, I don't think I could take doing car life any much longer.
Welcome to Wake Up Truth, real talk about real life. When most people think of homelessness, they picture someone struggling with addiction or unemployment. But that image is changing fast. In 2025, simply paying rent or a mortgage feels like a luxury. The middle class is disappearing and no one is talking about it. And now your coworker, your neighbor, or even someone in your own family could be living in their car, van, or even a storage unit. These people didn't give up. Many of them have full-time jobs. They just can't afford to live like they used to. Others are making the hard choice to downsize on purpose, living in their vehicle or storage unit just to save up some money, trying to escape insane rent prices. Thumbs up the video, smash subscribe, and let's continue.
Is it normal to be a 45-year-old combat veteran, went to Ranger School, went to Sniper School, went to CLS, went to Drown Class Proof School, a lot of schools, man, and now I'm 45 and living in my F-150. Never been married. I have a son, he's 14. His mom died of cancer, but whatever. A PTS dad, combat dad, that has a son living in his truck. Is that normal? Am I the veteran that's normal? Like, is this normal for other people? I'm not, like I said, I'm not bitching. I thank God I have my F-150. Like, is this normal for the rest of the world, U.S., to be like? I'm just confused, man. I'm being honest 100%. Kind of weird. That's the finished product, y'all.
Hey, how much you pay for rent in Chicago?
I don't pay rent in Chicago.
Aw, sweet. Can we see your place?
Sure. I got a shower. I got a front porch slide. I got hockey sticks, hammock, swivel seat, driver drill, mouse, dog bowl, guitar pedal, guitar amp, microphone, 3D printer, speakers, desktop, storage, oven, spice rack.
Hardware store. Ago, you know, usually people say that.
If you're struggling right now, please know this. You're not alone. The system might be broken, but there's nothing wrong with you. There's still people who care, and help can come from the most unexpected places. A friend, a neighbor, maybe a local shelter or a church. Life can fall apart fast, but it can also turn around faster than you think.